As soon as our hero returned from the secret realm, he immediately entered the dungeon once again. The moment he stepped inside, he encountered the Kunlun giant eagle, and the instant he saw it, he immediately pulled out his scythe. As soon as the Kunlun giant eagle broke free from the ice, it launched an attack toward our hero. However, our protagonist raised his scythe and, with a single strike, instantly killed the Kunlun giant eagle. And as soon as the Kunlun giant eagle was defeated, rewards immediately began appearing before our hero. He obtained 5 items: Kunlun Flame Shoes, Kunlun Storm Helmet, Kunlun Storm Ring, Kunlun Thunder Bracelet, and Kunlun Ice Armor. The moment our hero saw these items, he happily said that this time 5 pieces had dropped. At this pace, he felt he should be able to farm dozens of Kunlun sets within about 2 hours. After that, he exited the dungeon once again and immediately re-entered it. He defeated the boss again and obtained another round of rewards. Our hero continued doing this for half an entire day. And after half a day had passed, he once again walked out of the dungeon and said that it was almost complete now. But this time, instead of entering the dungeon again, he headed directly toward the army camp. Inside the camp, several human professionals were sitting within military tents. At that moment, a level 82 expert named Kai Tai noticed our hero and asked whether he needed something. He warned that this was a military camp and told him to leave if he only came to level up. The moment our hero heard those words, he immediately became serious and said that he had specifically come to find all of them. The instant Kai Tai noticed our hero's badge, he was completely stunned. The people nearby were equally shocked as they realized he was a 5-star god general. Kai Tai instantly straightened himself and respectfully saluted Lin Moyu. At the same time, everyone present inside the camp stood up together and greeted Lord God General respectfully. Seeing this, our hero became slightly embarrassed and explained that he was only a nominal god general without any official military position. At the same time, Lin silently thought to himself that the 8th Military District belonged to Fortress No. 8, which was under his teacher's influence. In other words, these people were basically on their side. Then our hero began taking armor and equipment out from his inventory. Looking at everyone, he said that he had brought some things for them and told them to choose whatever they needed. The moment everyone saw the huge pile of equipment, they were completely shocked. Some wondered whether there were hundreds of pieces inside the pile. Meanwhile, Kai Tai picked up a Kunlun snowgrass and became utterly stunned. First, he looked toward the armor and exclaimed that it was actually the legendary Kunlun set. He explained that even the fortress only possessed a few complete Kunlun sets. Then, looking at the grass in disbelief, he realized there was even Kunlun snowgrass included as well. Kai Tai nervously turned toward our hero and asked exactly how long he had spent farming all this equipment. Hearing the question, our protagonist calmly replied that it had only taken half a day. The moment everyone heard that answer, they were left completely dumbfounded. They could hardly believe that Lin Moyu had cleared the dungeon repeatedly within just half a day. After that, everyone sincerely thanked our hero. They promised they would report all the equipment to the fortress and distribute everything properly afterward. Hearing this, our hero nodded calmly and told them to handle it however they wished. Afterward, our protagonist directly shifted to Bai's courtyard. The moment our hero arrived there, Bai immediately walked toward him and complained that he had finally remembered to come back. At that moment, Meng was also sitting there nearby. After sensing the aura of both teachers, our hero became shocked and realized their presence seemed much stronger than before. Then he quickly asked whether something had happened while he was away. At that moment, his third teacher, who was also sitting there, looked toward our hero and explained that those 2 old fellows had simply benefited from his fortune and finally broken through to level 96. The moment our hero heard this, he immediately became happy and congratulated both teachers on their breakthrough. Hearing this, Bai burst into loud laughter and told him to stop being so formal already. Then Bai urged him to quickly talk about his recent experiences. After that, our hero sat down and began recounting everything that had happened during his journey. While speaking, he suddenly took out the God Disc item from his inventory. He explained that it was the weapon of the god of bloodthirst which he had mentioned before. Although it was useless to him, He thought perhaps his teachers might have some use for it. Meng carefully observed the disc while Bai smiled and remarked that the item was indeed useful for old Meng. Bai then stored the disc away before asking Lin what he planned to do next. Hearing this question, our hero immediately became serious. He explained that he was preparing to return to the wild continent within the eternal trial grounds in order to help the Kunlun great god fulfill his final wish. He then requested teacher Meng to send him there. The moment our hero said this, Meng nodded and agreed immediately. Right afterward, he activated the Shengxia Tower. The instant the Shengxia Tower activated, a terrifying teleportation pressure descended upon our hero. In the very next moment, Lin Moyu was directly teleported away from the courtyard. The Shengxia Tower sent our hero directly to the Azure Dragon Sea located within the wild continent of the lower region of the Eternal Trial Grounds. Lin Moyu appeared in the middle of the ocean while standing atop a mountain peak. Looking around seriously, he wondered where the divine spark of the god of sacred sound had drifted away with the ocean currents. The moment he finished speaking, our hero immediately jumped straight into the sea. As soon as he entered the water, he began descending deeper and deeper into the abyss below. But while moving downward, he did not see a single monster anywhere nearby. Seeing this strange scene, Lin became slightly shocked and thought there were no monsters at all, only a gigantic vortex. Continuing forward, our hero traveled deeper for some distance before quickly returning back to the surface. The moment he emerged from the water, he immediately activated his skeleton wings and flew high into the air. From above, he stared directly into the ocean below. Inside the sea, a massive vortex could be seen spinning endlessly. Looking at it carefully, our hero became slightly stunned and wondered exactly what this thing was. Then, without hesitation, Lin summoned his headless horseman and ordered it to investigate the depths of the strange vortex. The headless horseman rushed toward the vortex at full speed, but the instant it reached the very center of the whirlpool, an overwhelmingly powerful pressure suddenly descended upon it. Within moments, the terrifying force began dragging the headless horseman inward. Unable to resist, it was pulled straight into the vortex. And the moment the headless horseman fell inside, the vortex suddenly began spinning wildly out of control. In the very next instant, a monstrous jaw-like creature suddenly appeared from within the vortex and lunged directly toward the headless horseman. Immediately afterward, our hero received a notification that his headless horseman had been defeated. Seeing this, Lin Moyu's expression instantly changed in shock. Staring nervously at the terrifying vortex, he exclaimed that it had devoured his headless horseman. He realized that this was why no monsters existed nearby. They had probably all been swallowed by the vortex already. Then our hero looked toward the whirlpool seriously and wondered whether the divine spark of the god of sacred sound might truly be hidden inside that terrifying vortex.